Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked, where I climb the online VGC 19 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. Sorry for the audio issues in the last couple of episodes. Because of that, it took me a while to really fix them. I think it should be better now, so please let me know if the volume is overall increased and you don't need to play the video super loud to hear me, okay? I also realized that my microphone was failing, so I had to buy a new one, which is why I haven't been able to post for a few days, but got a new microphone, so hopefully the audio is at least a little bit better now, but thank you for those for informing me. We're up actually against the team that won Japanese Nationals this past weekend, which is like Z Sogaleo, Assault Vest Rayquaza, I think it was like Surf, Earth Power Feeny, or sorry, not Feeny, Gastrodon. So lots of interesting stuff happening here. Sogaleo as a pick in general is just really interesting. So Ban Rayquaza is going to be quite good here. Gastrodon's actually a really major problem for me to deal with. The only two ways I have of hitting it effectively are Z-move from Incineroar and Banded Rayquaza. So one of my goals this game might be to knock out the Incineroar first, which paves the way for Kyogre. What do I want to bring? I feel like Feeney's a little bit weaker this game, so I might go with Togedemaru actually. But that just gets blasted by Earth Power Feeney. Alright, I'll start with Incineroar Kyogre with Rayquaza and Feeney in the back. Yeah, let's try this out. Yeah, so a bunch of things. One, sorry about the audio once again. Hopefully it's better now. Two, I'm actually commentating North American Internationals next weekend for the Pokemon Company International. So if you are interested in competitive VGC and interested in Ultra Series, which I hope you are if you're watching this, then check out the live streams. They'll be on twitch.tv/PokemonVGC on Friday and Saturday, and twitch.tv/Pokemon throughout the entire tournament. So excited to be commentating that tournament. And as always, if you guys enjoy Road to Rank, please share support by leaving a like in the video. I really appreciate it. And thanks as always for all your support. So my opponent brought Tapu Fini and Incineroar. If you're bringing both of those, that means you either didn't bring Gastrodon, or you brought Gastrodon and only one restricted Pokemon in the back. And that would probably be Rayquaza. So let's see. My opponent's Incineroar is faster than Fini, and mine is the slowest. Interesting. Could be an offensive variant then. I brought my Tapu Fini for Heal Pulse specifically in this set, because I think Heal Pulse could be really important. So, let's see. I think easiest place to just trade Fake Outs turn 1 here. So, I'm going to go for that. Yeah, I don't expect to get this Origin Pulse off. Yeah, you're never going to let me get the Origin Pulse off, I feel like. So, I'm actually just going to Icy Wind, because I could see my opponent maybe switching out Incineroar. But yeah, he's just going to Fake Out. Yep. Okay. I didn't see all of Japanese Nationals, so I actually don't know the guy's full team. I want to chip away at Fini, obviously. On a U-turn, do I think he brought... How can you not bring Gastrodon against Kyogre, you know? You must have. Okay, I'm gonna U-turn out then and Icy Wind this first turn, just to scout him out. Yeah, okay, there's the switch out. That's gotta be Gastrodon coming in. Yeah. I was like, it would... Yeah, it just make no sense to not bring Gastrodon here. Huh, okay, so that makes this game interesting. I feel like this team does not have a great Gastrodon matchup, which is why it's pretty scary to go up against it, but we'll have to play around. He's gonna set up Light Screen, okay. I wondered if -1 Ban Dragon Ascent knocks out Gastrodon from the range that it's at. I feel like it should, honestly. So I've tripped Gastrodon enough to the point where I can maybe even just start attacking here. So I'll bring out Rayquaza, actually, yeah. This next turn, I think what I want to do is just Dragon Ascent into Gastrodon. And the thing is, Gastrodon obviously could protect, and Fini could go for like an Icy Wind, but That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, I'll just Dragon Ascent and Origin Pulse here. Because the Origin Pulse covers Incineroar switching in. But he stays in. Okay. So most likely Yasharon's going to protect here, which is unfortunate because I could have Dragon Ascented the Tapu Fini slot, but I'll eat at worst an Icy Wind. If Yasharon doesn't protect, then that's great, obviously. It doesn't protect. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's like the most annoying Pokemon on my opponent's team out of the way, so I'll take that. Excellent. Okay, awesome. Obviously, the light screen is still up, so I'm not doing much damage with Kyogre right now, but that's fine. Because my Rayquaza should survive this turn. Wow, yeah, light screen Fini takes that so well. He went for the Heal Pulse. Oh, that's such a good turn. Yeah, I guess just not expecting the Choice Band damage there, but I knew that I needed to beat the Gastrodon with Rayquaza specifically, so glad that happened. That was very ideal there. But yeah, my Rayquaza wasn't in much threat from the Tapu Fini, which is why I felt okay going for that play. I think I'm going to double switch here. Yeah, I want to stall at Light Screen. I don't want to take any major damage right now. So let's double switch because I've got Icy Wind as well with Tapu Fini, and Tapu Fini can heal things up as well. Yeah, if I knock out my opponent's Rayquaza, then obviously he just doesn't have any major damage output anymore. Or she, excuse me. So yeah, like worst case here, I eat up a Dragon Ascent. Maybe he goes for a Swords Dance. Actually, Swords Dance is scary enough where I'm thinking maybe I should have just Dragon Ascented and Icy Winded here. But it's okay. So we'll see what kind of set Rayquaza is. If it's like Banded or... Oh, it should be, sorry. If this is the team that won Nats, then it's just Assault Vest Rayquaza. Which means there's no Swords Dance potential, nor is it Banded. It's actually probably the best set to go up against right now, because we know he can't protect. Assuming this is... I mean, it is a QR code team, but I'm assuming it is just the team that won Nationals. I don't know the EV spread for that Rayquaza. I'm wondering if Admit Max is faster than it. Yeah, that goes into Incineroar. Yeah, it takes out like a champ, actually. And I can just Heal Pulse myself, too, now. Nature's Madness into Kyogre, probably. Yep. Actually, I don't know if Fini takes it well enough, but... Yeah, I can fake out Rayquaza and just Icy Wind here. Presumably, you might want to switch out Rayquaza out into Incineroar, but if you don't, then I'll just be faster next turn, which would obviously be good. And I would get damage through too. But if Incineroar is coming in, then suddenly you can't touch Fini at all, and I'm stalling out the light screen, basically. And he stays in, or she stays in, which is great. Okay, Icy Wind's not going to really do any damage with Light Screen and Assault Vest and Strong Winds up, but... I actually did more than I expected. I guess the -1 special... Oh, yeah, that was a crit. I was going to say. It's so weird seeing a 4-time special effective attack like dropped all the way to that low. As Nature's Madness goes into Fini. Does that proc the berry? No, falls just short. That's unfortunate. But that's okay. Now I can just Z the Rayquaza, which has the Dragon Ascent, and I can just Heal Pulse myself. Yeah, Light Screen's also about to be stalled out. He's still faster, unfortunately, but we know Incineroar can take this because it took the first one. If this goes into Fini, then Rayquaza should be going down, and it is going into Fini. Great. So one of the things with playing with banded Rayquaza is that you have to be careful of Intimidates. So if you can be in a position where your Rayquaza is out while Incineroar is out on your opponent's field, then you get a free Dragon Ascent, which can't be intimidated unless they have something like Landers in the back. And if you conserve it for the late game, where Incineroar is the last Pokemon, like it's about to be, then you also are able to deal with it relatively well. Because then you can't intimidate it, so then you can just click Dragon Ascent. So what I'm going to do here is just switch into Kyogre, as Rayquaza will go down. Yeah, switch into Kyogre, and my opponent's, yeah, going for the Heal Pulse, but I had enough strong attacks this game where Heal Pulse was not much of a factor. So that's kind of the goal. You can see that I made Tapu Fini relatively useless in this, because Tapu Fini is one of those Pokemon that normally doesn't have much offense, although I did run into... It's funny, I played like Rayquaza Xerneas team, and like it had like Waterium Z Protect Tapu Fini specifically to deal with Stack Attacker. You kind of bait it in and just get the knockout. So that is a different set that people can definitely be running as well. So you have to watch out for that. But overall, because Tapu Fini isn't a very offensive Pokemon, and because like Rayquaza can take Icy Winds pretty well once you have strong winds up, then you can really just attack through things more or less and not worry too much about the Tapu Fini. And kind of set yourself up for big KOs around by getting chip damage. When you play with Choice Band Rayquaza, what I've learned with this team is you're basically trying to chip everything by like 20 to 30%, enough where Dragonison can just get the knockout. So now we bring out Kyogre. After this turn, my opponent can't prevent the band damage, so I'm just gonna U-turn out here and go for a Scald. Incineroar probably fakes out the Kyogre, and Fini probably just Nature Madness. But yeah, my opponent just doesn't have enough damage from this point, so we end up winning this game. Interesting to see Solgaleo not make an appearance. I think it actually could have been pretty good in this game, to be honest. Because, I mean, Rayquaza is crunching you, but if you can like switch it into Dragon Ascent, you pressure out Incineroar definitely. I guess the Z move just isn't very helpful, and Gastrodon is like such a great pick against Kyogre teams that you kind of want to bring it. So yeah, fortunately we were able to make the Gastrodon relatively useless. What could have been scary was Gastrodon protecting that turn and Tapu Fini going for like an Icy Wind, or I mean, yeah, if Incineroar switched in, it would have eaten up an Origin Pulse, which is why I was like pretty comfortable in the position that I was in. Alright, we're going to find our last opponent for this team using Murkrow, which is actually one of the Pokemon on one of the next teams I wanted to try out, so that's pretty fun. Yeah, I said last episode was going to be the last episode with this team, but I took it down because the audio was pretty bad, so this is officially the last episode with the team. Okay, there's also a Swampert. Interesting. And a Ferrothorn. Interesting. So, let's see. Swampert's actually pretty scary to go up against. I think I'm probably just going to go Incineroar, Fini, Kyogre, Rayquaza, but I have to play pretty carefully against both Xerneas and Swampert, and even Ferrothorn, honestly. There's so many things that could come out. I think it's still pretty safe to lead Incineroar, Tapu Fini from the start. I mean, I could bring Togedemaru here, but I don't think it really offers too much, especially when there's a Swampert and Ferrothorn. Although, I guess Togedemaru can Super Fang. I keep forgetting that Super Fang is really good on this Togedemaru, and it chips everything to Banded Extreme Speed KO range. So, I don't know. Maybe you could bring Tog. We'll see. But, yeah, I'm going to go with these guys. And we'll see how it plays out. Ultimately, I'd love to see Swampert make an appearance. I think Ferrothorn probably should come out here because you've got Kyogre as well, so you can fizzle out the Fire-type attacks from Flare Blitz. Fire-type attack in Flare Blitz. Yeah. I don't know, there's actually a lot of scary Pokemon on my opponent's end. Like, I don't really know if Swampert's going to make an appearance or Murkrow's going to come out either, but both of those definitely... Like, Murkrow I'm a little bit less concerned about because it means you're basically fighting offensively with 3 Pokemon. Although it does have Foul Play. It's actually going to be Kyogre Swampert, okay. Interesting. I think turn 1 I'm just going to Icy Wind. Switch out into my Kyogre and Icy Wind, yeah. Why is this taking so long? Okay. I could also fake out Icy Wind. Not sure if I really want to do that. If I were to do that, I'd probably fake out Kyogre. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll switch out into my Kyogre. I would be taking a lot of damage, though. But you're not going to Earthquake yourself here. Yeah, let's go out into Kyogre and just Icy Wind. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Kyogre Swampert as a lead, but it's not too bad here. I mean, I'll be able to slow things down a bit. Kyogre will be put into a pretty good spot where it's pretty bulky and can take attacks pretty well. I can Heal Pulse into the Incineroar with my Tapu Fini. Or sorry, into the Kyogre once I switch out. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. So swap out. Let's see. Swampert should Mega Evolve, obviously. So it should be Mega Pert or something else I can even Mega on my opponent's team. Expecting maybe just a Waterfall Water Spout. Or a Waterfall Thunder into Kyogre, or into Tapu Fini. Let's see. So there's the Mega. Yeah, Waterfall, okay. -1 in the rain doesn't do that much. And yeah, just an Origin Pulse. Okay, that's fine. Like, Kyogre obviously takes a lot of damage, but that's all Heal Pulseable. So this next turn, I'm actually just going to Origin Pulse myself and Heal Pulse. Yeah, because that'll get a lot of damage off. Even if it doesn't knock out Swampert, like, that's fine. Being able to heal all the way back up is nice, and now Kyogre's going to be slower than things, which is also quite nice. You could also just... He might Protect and... Earthquake, which I'm fine with. The thing is, Swampert just doesn't do that much damage. Like, you get access to what? Waterfall, Earthquake, Ice Punch, Rock Slide. He actually swaps out, though. Okay. Into Ferrothorn. Yeah, that's good. Makes sense. As Kyogre protects. Yeah, that's fine. This is why Heal Pulse is so good. So I'm going to Origin Pulse. The downside is, yeah, I am really... I miss Ferrothorn. That's annoying. I am really quite weak to Ferrothorn, so playing around it is going to not be fun. Okay. Yeah, I'm in an awkward spot where I don't want to switch into Incineroar because I need to knock out my opponent's Kyogre so I can just cleanly knock out Ferrothorn. It's a little bit switchy in Rayquaza here, but I think it's okay going for... Yeah. Maybe that was a little bit too risky, but I just don't think my opponent's gonna Ice Beam here, and like with Kyogre out, you'd be inclined to Power Whip it. Or Power Whip the Tapu Fini. So, let's see. We did have Water Spout too. Why? Okay. Weird to Origin Pulse turn 1, but then Water Spout here. I actually targeted Rayquaza. Okay, nice prediction, but that doesn't really do too much, so that's fine. Now I can bring out Incineroar and Dragon Ascent Kyogre. If he is... He doesn't look very offensive, so I don't think a Gyro Ball knocks me out if I don't get the defense drop, and if I do get the defense drop, it means I'm knocking out Kyogre, which means that I can just Flare Blitz Ferrothorn at any point afterwards. So I feel like this is an okay play to be making. Okay, he's not going to switch out. Ideally, we knock out Kyogre because that means Ferrothorn just becomes way less of a threat. I could have Dragon Ascented Ferrothorn as well, but I'm not sure that would knock out. Plus, I don't want to take the Iron Barb's damage and get Gyro Ball to knock out. Especially, and if Kyogre doesn't protect, then I'm screwed. And Kyogre doesn't protect, so that's good. Yeah, I figured my opponent might have been baited into not protecting there. Okay, great. Yeah, if I hit that Origin Pulse earlier, and if it wasn't Leftovers Ferrothorn, then I actually would have been inclined to maybe just have Dragon Ascented there. And he doesn't even Gyro Ball Power Whips, so... I feel like that honestly should just be game, because Rayquaza should just be able to sweep through, but obviously you don't want to call a game this early on. And Xerneas comes out. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing stopping Ban Dragon Ascent from just going into Xerneas and me just Flare Blitzing Ferrothorn right now, so I'm just going to go for that. I like pinned my opponent into quite the awkward position. I suppose the one thing is if it's Akaberry Ferrothorn, which just doesn't make any sense when you're especially running it on a Kyogre team. So if it ended up being that, I would be shocked, but... Okay, Xerneas protects, but yeah, I mean, if Ferrothorn somehow survives the Flare Blitz, then my opponent has an out, but there's no reason to not have... I could have faked out the Ferrothorn, I suppose, but I think Flare Blitz is always just better there. Yep, he's not stashed to Rockberry, so I can just Dragon Ascent Xerneas cleanly next turn. So, My opponent has to hope for a double protect probably, but what I can do here is U-turn with Incineroar out into the Swampert slot, which allows me to pivot in Kyogre, hilariously enough, which actually sets up the rain, but that's fine because then I can bring Incineroar back in, fake out Swampert and Origin Pulse, even if... this is assuming Rayquaza gets the double protect and Swampert knocks out Rayquaza, which is my opponent's only win condition right now, to be honest. So, yeah. Because Band Dragon Ascent should knock out Xerneas cleanly. Yeah, so Swampert really didn't do too much here, and I was able to be in a position... Like, even if Ferrothorn Gyro Balled me there, I think I should survive after the Intimidate, and then I can just Gyro Ball Flare Blitz the following turn. Or, sorry, Dragon Ascent Flare Blitz the following turn. But the fact that my opponent didn't protect Kyogre was really nice. Yeah, Band Rayquaza is just a beast in getting these knockouts. Especially if your opponent doesn't bring an Intimidator, then, like, it literally can just one-shot so many things, which is obviously one of the perks of using it. Xerneas doesn't opt to go for the double, so that should just be the game. Unless this doesn't knock out, which would be kind of scary. I think it should knock out, though. Yeah. So Bandit Rayquaza here just knocking out my opponent's 2 restricted Pokemon in one go. That really shows the power there, as Swampert just stomping tantrums. Okay. Yeah, I think my opponent's win con here was getting a double with Xerneas, knocking out the Rayquaza, and then maybe setting up Geomancy. But then, yeah, the thing is, like I said, because I was U-turning out, not much my opponent could have really done. Even if you get the double, you knock me out, then I bring in Kyogre, I bring in Incineroar, which gives me the Intimidate, and then I can just fake out the Xerneas and, did I Icy Wind or Origin Pulse there? I'd probably Icy Wind, actually, to ensure that I get an Origin Pulse off afterwards. Oh, no, I mean, there I could get the Origin Pulse off, but then it would survive. It'd be a tough call. So I didn't have the guaranteed win if my opponent got the double. Would have made things a little scarier, but everything ends up working out alright. As my opponent disconnects. But yeah, I mean, that was a win. The game would have ended that turn, so not really much happening there. So yeah, that's going to officially wrap up our time with Kyogre, with this team at least. So once again, sorry for the audio issues. I hope you guys enjoyed, and it's been a fun time with this team. You can try it out in the description below. Also, apologies that I missed the last couple of days, but like I said, just a ton of technical difficulties coming in, but hopefully we'll be back. And yeah, go check out NA Internationals, which is taking place next weekend. I'm probably not going to post as frequently in the next week or so just because of that event taking place, but try to get a bunch of videos recorded after work this weekend. So yeah. Thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, peace.